It's 2025 and the natural hair lies have got to stop. As someone who started with hair from my ears and now has hip-length hair, I have learned and even debunked so many natural hair misbeliefs and misunderstandings that you must let go of. So in this video, I am going over 9 lies/misbeliefs about natural hair that are keeping you from achieving your hair goals so you can finally reach your hair growth goal all 2025. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to be doing my makeup while I go through this list of natural hair lies, and I'm starting this list off strong with this first lie, which is that natural hair is too difficult to do or too hard to figure out. This is one of the biggest lies keeping you from achieving your hair goals. If only you all could see me slapping myself in the face in disappointment. Natural hair is not hard to do at all. I grew my hair to my waist and longer using the same 3 products and a protein treatment over and over again, and in 3 years I hit waist length. This is the protein treatment I use. Now I get it, you go online and you see all these different hair growth remedies and new product lines and hair gadgets and different routines, and then there's one for winter, and then there's one for summer, and one for nighttime, and one for daytime. I get it. It can be overwhelming, the amount of information out there about how to grow your natural hair. So my advice for you is to erase all the noise and get back to your basics. Something to moisturize your hair to keep it from drying out, something to help you detangle your hair for styling, and something to feed your hair follicles nutrients to accelerate your hair growth and promote length retention. If you have these 3 at the base level, you really don't need anything else. The second lie is the belief that, quote, your hair doesn't grow. Stop saying this. Your hair grows. You just don't know how to take care of the hair that is growing. And don't worry, this advice is not for people who are experiencing health-related hair growth issues, like taking medications that cause thinning, or people who are chronically stressed and are experiencing balding, or even people who are experiencing hormone-related thinning and balding. This is simply for people who know that they don't keep their hair moisturized, but they keep getting their hair yanked out at braiding shops, but somehow expect the braids to make their hair grow down their back, and who don't really know what to do with their hair. So they just throw their hands up in the air and tell themselves their hair just doesn't grow. To all my lovelies who believe this is the year that you stop. Telling yourself that your hair just doesn't grow is giving up. As long as you see hair on your head, that means your hair is growing, and that means that you can reach your goal. So if you don't know what to do, go back to what I said in the first point. Get something that hydrates your hair really well, something that detangles your hair really well, and something to feed your hair follicles nutrients. These 3 are going to take you so far. And if you have any specific, more health-related hair growth problem, you can book a consultation with me, and I will draft a personalized natural hair growth plan tailored to your specific hair growth and scalp needs so you can reach your hair goals. The third lie is the lie that, quote, it's all genetics. Genetics is not everything, and before you get all riled up, please note that yes, I do understand that genetics can make people more prone to having certain features or developing certain diseases or characteristics, but that doesn't mean that just because something is genetic, that it's 100% bound to happen. For example, if you have diabetes running in the family, that doesn't mean you are 100% going to have diabetes. That means that you have to be more careful of what you eat than, say, someone who does have diabetes in their genes. Similarly, if you don't come from a family with super long and thick hair, that doesn't mean you 100% can't ever achieve that. You may just need to be more patient and work a little harder at achieving that goal, since that characteristic may not be running in your family. And while, yes, there are definitely people who simply have hair growth related illnesses and that completely strips their ability to grow hair at all, that doesn't mean that that's something that you are particularly experiencing. And if you are not experiencing health related problems that completely strips you from growing hair at all, that means that you still do have the ability to achieve your hair growth goals. So my advice to you is to stop affirming what you can't do and start affirming what you can do. You can reach your hair growth goals even if you are not genetically predisposed to having long, thick hair. Come back to this point a little later, but for now we're gonna hop into the fourth lie, which is that DIYs don't work. This is such a bold-faced lie that I think has been drawn up by capitalism to make us buy more products. Seriously, people have been using DIY since the beginning of time to heal themselves, enhance their beauty, and grow long, healthy hair. The Chinese use rice water. The Basara tribe of Chad uses chebe powder. People in the Caribbean use aloe vera and rosemary. Speaking of which, Sierra and I just moved to the Caribbean side of Mexico, and we cannot source our Suave conditioner. So we've been using aloe vera a lot more because it grows in such abundance here, and I just wanted to add that in here. Make sure you watch our Moving to Mexico series and tune into our weekly travel vlogs on life in Mexico. But back to my point. Black Americans, we use mayo and eggs and oils and butters. Literally, the protein treatment I always use is made up of exactly that with a few extra ingredients. That which you can check out right here if you like. So this whole idea that DIYs don't work, stop believing that. DIYs literally is what got me to achieve my hair growth goals, and it what's helped my clients achieve their hair growth goals. It's what's helped Sierra achieve their hair growth goals, and it's what's been helping people throughout centuries and centuries and centuries achieve their hair growth goals and their beauty goals and their health goals. So stop believing that you have to go out and just buy something in order to achieve your goals. And I'm also going to tap on this point a little later, but for now we're going to hop into point 5. This fifth lie is so major, and it's the lie that wearing your natural hair is ugly, or that it's only beautiful when it's long. This is such a terrible thing to believe because it keeps you from embracing your natural hair. You cannot hate yourself into progress. You have to love yourself while you are building yourself up towards the version of you that you want to be. Because if you can't even stand to look at yourself or wear your natural hair while it's shorter, you're not going to even know how to navigate your natural hair while it's longer. You can't learn how to run before you learn how to walk. So you need to let go of that self-hate, of that internalized hatred that you have for your natural hair. Your natural hair is not only beautiful if it's long. Your natural hair is not only beautiful if it's thick. Your natural hair is not only beautiful if it's a looser texture. And your natural hair is not only beautiful if it's slicked down with a million gel products, or if it's pressed into disbelief, pressed into a new dimension. It doesn't have to be in that way. And that is going to keep you from achieving your natural hair goals because you're not even going to want to take care of your natural hair while it's shorter if you literally don't even believe that it's worth it. And child, it looked like all of these points is going to spin a block because I have something to say on that point a little later as well. But for now, we're going to get into the next bold-faced lie that you need to let go of in 2025, which is that natural hair can only grow half an inch a month. Now, if you've been following for a while, you know how I feel about this. It is not true to believe that you can only, emphasis on only, grow half an inch of hair per month. And I know because Sierra and I did it. And we're not related, so it's not because of genetics. And this is the point that I said I wanted to make a little later on the point of genetics. We were able to unlock 1 inch plus of hair growth per month because of having highly nutrient-dense routines. So we put together a step-by-step natural hair care plan complete with our exclusive recipes and techniques that feeds your hair follicles exactly what they need to push out longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger strands at a faster rate. And that helped us unlock 1.5 inches of growth per month. Of course, the first step in reaching your hair goals is making sure you're hitting that half an inch mark a month. And that is the average. I'm not saying that the average is not true. I'm saying that you can grow above the average. You can even grow triple the average. So if you want a natural hair boost and are ready to take your natural hair growth to the next level, head to justforblackgirls.com/shop and shop our growth training one-on-one guide now while it's on sale for the holidays. It's one of the best prices you're going to get it at. And believe me when I say this, because when it goes back to regular price, some of y'all act like we don't tell y'all when to get it at a great price. So get it now while the getting is good, and please understand that this is a digital product just for the record, it is not a physical product. So get it now so you can put yourself on the path to achieving stronger, longer, thicker, and healthier hair all 2025 and beyond. Now on to the next bold-faced lie, which is that one product is going to make all the difference. You cannot use one product in isolation, then think your hair is just going to take off. Each step of your natural hair care routine needs to work with one another to foster a nutrient-dense and healthy environment for long, strong, thick, and healthy hair to grow. If you have an awesome wash day, but then the products you use to style dries your hair out and makes it all brittle, you're undoing all the work you did in your wash day. Or say you have an amazing wash day and moisturizing routine, but then you go and get your hairstyle and it's braided too tight, or your scalp is suffocating under a gallon of gel, you're not reaping the full benefits of the other routines in your natural hair regimen. So it's important to make sure that every step in your hair care routine is empowering and supporting the other. I recommend making sure that you have at least one product in each step of your hair care routine that is nutrient dense, because nutrients is the number one thing your hair follicles need to produce longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger hair strands. And back to my point on DIYs, I think DIYs are some of the best ways for you to give your natural hair and your scalp that nutrient boost that it needs to foster an environment that will produce longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger hair strands. So in each step of your routine, try to have a DIY. Try to sub, instead of buying a quote-unquote infused oil from the store, try to make your own infused oil. Instead of just using regular water to, hydrate your hair throughout the day, try swapping it for aloe vera juice or aloe vera gel, because aloe vera gel is extremely hydrating. Instead of, using just the shampoo in a bottle, try incorporating, some rosemary in there, some peppermint in there. Add in some of these natural herbal plants and remedies your own self into your hair care routine and watch how that literally transforms your hair. The lie that takes the number 8 spot on this list is that you need expensive products. Throughout this video, I mentioned the 3 products. I keep mentioning 3 products in a protein treatment. And the protein treatment can literally be made at home, and the other 3 products are water, conditioner, and olive oil. Altogether, my hair care products that unlocked waist length for me are probably $50 or less, not including water because that's a utility, but you get what I mean. Spending hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars on hair care is not necessary, especially if you're looking for results, because a lot of the products we see in stores don't necessarily give us what we need to grow our hair. They're usually targeted toward moisture and detangling, and less on fostering a healthy and nutrient-dense environment for hair growth. So save your coins and do it yourself. It'll be worth it. And the last and probably the biggest bold-faced lie on this list is that our natural hair is simply not worth it. And this goes back to my point about the lie that our natural hair is not beautiful. The lie that our natural hair is not worth it to learn, that it's not worth it to love, that our natural hair is not worth to invest time and energy into. This all reinforces the idea that it's, quote, just hair, and that our natural hair doesn't matter. Learning how to care for our hair that we were purposefully taught to degrade and devalue because it's not straight is an act of resistance. It is taking back our power. It is reprogramming ourselves to love ourselves even when the world teaches us not to. And it is teaching our daughters, cousins, nieces, nephews, sons that they are beautiful and that they don't have to put on characteristics of people with looser textures or lighter skin tones to be beautiful. So it is worth it. It is worth it to learn to love ourselves and teach our peers and our family members and future generations to do the same. And once you realize just how powerful it is to take the time to look in the mirror and say that you are going to care for a part of yourself that you were taught to hate, You are not only going to reach your hair goals, but paint a new positive picture of what it means to be Black for yourself and future generations to follow. And this is the final look, lovelies, and this is the end of this video. If you like what you saw and heard, make sure to comment a pink heart, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a post. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them down in the comment section. And make sure to follow us on IG and TikTok so we can stay connected and you can stay updated on our travels abroad and the different natural hairstyles we're trying out. But until next time, lovelies, bye.